We are all good. Hello, guys.
Hold on, like,
Welcome back. Welcome back, everybody. And, well, that wasn't an ideal start, was it? But, as Jake tried to say, while we weren't live, Geno, currently on a lap. As he heads through Sector 2 now. He's just gone through the hairpin at the top of the track there.
Yeah,
through now the flat out section into the tight. Oh, very tight right-hander. He taps the wall and that'll be his lap over.
Yeah, I'm very sorry about that. Yes, how are you today, Weston?
I'm good. I'm
Good.
very good.
So yeah, after what we saw last week, this championship is getting very interesting. The top, we had a new winner in Season 1 last season, if you haven't tuned in already. We had Kiki P1, and Wookie P2, and it was Snipes P3, so the championship is just getting amazing. It was such a great race last week. Let's see what the drivers can bring us this weekend.
Well, this track, a bit crazy, and of course, very new to the game, this track.
Oh, 100%.
It will all be about who's taken the most time to do this track, who has decided to practice it. Previous games won't help you. It won't help you. It's all about how much practice you've done on this game, and if you don't have the time, you won't have the pace here today. Speed Demon badge across the line, he activates the DRS, starts heading towards the line now, taking the shortest physical line. He goes up into P4, but it's still a long way off of first. Goldfinger at the moment looking very, very strong. Speed Demon actually the only full-time driver to not have scored points so far this season. That's a stat I'm pretty sure he'll want to be getting rid of today.
100%. 100%.
Porky's invalidated, unfortunately for him. Ollie on a lap in the Aston Martin. No, he's not. He's also invalidated. Lots of people invalidating here. Very easy to do so, in fairness. Very tricky track. Very easy to tap the wall or go a little bit deep or something like that. It's just such high speed, and it's all about precision around here. It's a fast Monaco, I like to think of it as. You still there, Jake?
Yeah, it was just making an announcement in the server that we're live.
Perfect. Alex Geno has moved up into P3. Very nicely done from him. Demon is on a lap again. Amin is very slow on this lap. Actually, no, they're pushing now. Were slow on their last lap. Porky just starting his lap now. Kirby just finishing, actually about midway through a lap. Not even midway through, actually. Already invalidated that one. Ollie's invalidated again. Mary, who was leading the championship for the first 3 races. Purple Sector 1 as they head into the bank left-hander. Probably misses the apex slightly there. A little bit wide on exit, but not too bad for Mary's. As they now come through what is a very, very tricky section. Very late on the brakes. Tucks the car in. It comes with them very nicely. And now they head into what is again very flat out section, right the way down to a pretty hard braking zone to the left here. Down to 5th gear and misses the track, but somehow stays valid here, does Mary's.
This game. Honestly. I don't know how it's like invalidated. Some corners, you do that and it's invalidated. Some corners, nope, the game is weird. But yeah, we move.
Very weird. Activates the DRS, starts heading towards the line, and what time would it be for Mary's? And it's enough for P4.
Not fastest, not fastest.
First lap in Q1.
Not fastest yet. Some very interesting times. I'm sure we'll get into the 26s today, but the question is, will we get into the low 26s? I have a feeling we will, and I've just realised there's no Levi here today, and that is actually quite gutting because he's a very fast, good driver, and yeah.
We've seen that right the way from race 1, haven't we, with Levi?
Oh yeah.
Currently probably not performing as well as he could have.
Kimmy, very nice lap.
On 41 points. Oh yeah, Kimmy absolutely smashing it.
It's very gutting.
Levi, yeah, we saw it in the first race, messed himself up, should have won it, but unfortunately didn't, and he hasn't really picked himself up.
He has won a race
that well since then, has he?
Yes, won a race at Canada. The most annoying things for Levi, right? He is in the champion. He's not in the championship fight now, probably. But he could have been in the championship fight. But real life racing comes first, really, to be honest. Currently on
He does
board
real
with
life
Wookie.
racing?
Yeah, he does.
I did not know
Wookie,
about that.
27.7. That's what he was
P6.
doing for his 3 races. Real life racing.
That makes sense. I was wondering why he hasn't been showing, and that would make sense.
I don't know why today,
Real
though.
life racing does take priority. Limitless about to start his lap. Our championship leader, the man who is leading the championship by 25 points. It's very hard for him to lose the lead of the championship here today, but we could see it happen. But if he puts in a good qualifying performance here, it definitely won't. But here we go. He heads down into turn 1.
Oh,
Gets it nicely tucked into the first corner, but too much tucked in, cuts the corner, and invalidates straight away, does Limitless.
so yeah, I've got a weather report. It's all dry and there's no rain tonight.
That would make sense, of course, being in the Saudi Arabian, being in Saudi Arabia, pretty much a desert, a lot of that country and that area. So yeah, if it was raining, I would be extremely surprised.
I would be happy.
No one would have a wet setup, so that would be interesting to see, wouldn't it?
Yeah. But, unfortunately, there's no rain. Elbow, no, he's invalidated. Could someone...
I have to say, I love the scenery around this track.
I'm going to invite Sweet
the-
Demon.
Yeah, please do. We left earlier on, but I do love the scenery around here. I don't know what it is. The palm trees, the high rises, just quite a nice vibe. I feel like it's quite a Miami vibe that we'll get, of course, when we go to that track this season in real life F1.
Is that done?
What do you think about that? What do you think about that testing, Jake?
What are we on about?
Real life F1.
The cars are. I know the Alfa Romeo hasn't been released with the livery, but I actually really love that camouflage livery. Honestly, I love it. I really wish they would race that camouflage livery. The car, it's going to be such an interesting season. Honestly, I'm really excited to see what happens. And the interesting thing is how the cars were bouncing up and down the straight.
Porpoising, yeah. Porpoising.
Thank you for saying what it was. Didn't know what it was called.
Yeah, that's really weird. I believe it was because, of course, the Venturi tunnels suck the cars to the ground. They lose a bit of contact, and they lose all contact. Then lifts them back up, then they gain it again, and so on. I think that's what causes that.
Yeah.
But yeah, Ferrari seriously struggling with that. Bowman goes up into second place. But that Ferrari, I have to say, I'd love to see.
20-0.
I would love to see the Ferrari do a wet start. The car behind it would get drenched.
So, I want your predictions in the chat. Top 3. Oh, Nimbus is pitted. Oh, I didn't realise that. I want your top 3 in the chat for tonight's quali, please. I know we didn't have any last week, but I would like to hear your predictions, please. And thank you.
Yeah, we need some predictions. Come on.
Yeah,
Put those in the chat.
Please.
We need to hear this. Who just improved? I believe that was Dizzy up into P5 there. Or Kai up into P8. No. Not Dizzy. Who was it who improved?
It was Car.
Riek?
No, it wasn't.
Riek up into P11.
Back that from Rick there.
Not a bad lap at all. Of course, only the bottom 5 will be eliminated from this qualifying. That would be Speed Demon, Millsy, Amin, Limitless and Arch as it stands. I wouldn't expect Limitless to be in there. I wouldn't expect Millsy to be in there. And I wouldn't expect Arch to be in there either come the end, really. So,
What can you win? That could be in. That's interesting there. Luke.
Disconnected from the chat for some reason. Rookie win, yeah. Also, I think that's quite interesting. P9 currently. Who knows? Maybe. Possible, isn't it?
Limitless and Arch need to get a lap in.
They do.
Yes,
If
Jeff.
they don't set a lap, they are going to be out. It is definitely going to be a close
100%,
qualifying.
100%. Jeff, what's your top 3? Come on, I want to hear someone's top 3. I want to hear your top 3, Jeff. I'm putting pressure on you.
Qualifying, of course.
Pressure on you. Qualifying, yes. What's your top 3?
Speed Demon can't rejoin for some reason, by the way. He's
okay.
for some reason struggling to get back in. I think so, yeah.
29. Be aware, Millsy has not had any practice. He was rushing home from football, so yeah. He I don't know what Millsy can do. So yeah.
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 That'll be interesting to see with that one. Dizzy close to crossing the line now in P3 currently. Can him get himself up into provisional P1? No, he definitely cannot. He's so far behind the time. I did not even realise he will be starting a lap now, though. Kirby, just about invalidates. 1.3 tenths up before that. Rookie keeps it on the track. Someone's favourite to win here. I don't know who it was who said that, but someone's favourite to win. And Wookie, well, he's right up against the wall there, using absolutely all of the track. He's absolutely going for it here. Drops down into 5th gear, tucks it in nicely. And again, Kimmy's retired in the pit lane. That makes sense, of course. Being in P4, you wouldn't think he'd be eliminated at this stage. Wookie's making sure now with a 27.7. He's in the mid-pack there. There's so many drivers on a 27.7. From 9th to 13th, all on a 27.7. So you've got to make sure you get out of that area. Otherwise, you could be dropping down the order pretty fast. Wookie now into the final corner. Drops right the way down into 3rd gear. One of the slowest corners on the track. Now comes out the final corner. He'll activate the DRS. Starts heading towards the line. Up into 8th gear. Now crosses the line. And it's enough for P6. He will definitely
P4.
Save himself there. Nice from Limitless. And there's so many people on a 27.4 as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 drivers on a 27.4. 3 on a 27.6. 1, 2, 3. 5 drivers on a 27.7, 2 on a 28 flat, and yeah, that's so close.
Jeff says his top 3 is Limitless, Kimia, and the Wookiee, but there's so many you can't rule out.
Interesting. I have to say, I expect Bowman and Goldfinger to be up there in his predictions, of course being 1 and 2 currently, but maybe he doesn't trust that they can keep up the momentum in the other parts of qualifying. Of course, you can. One mistake, of course, if you crash out in Q2, or if you go back out on track now and crash, you will not be in the next part of qualifying, and that would be devastating. Porky has moved up into P10. I think Hypes has moved up into P9. Is anyone on the mediums? Let's double check that. No, they're not. Everyone on the softs. Ryuk up currently on their time. Arch is down and will not be setting another lap time. That'll be it for Arch. And they've just got to hope. With time now being up, Arch.
Nah, he's not going to get through.
Waiting
he's not going to get through. Here comes Millsy.
Either, but you never know.
Millsy is he gonna spoil his fun? No, he's not gonna spoil his fun. Well, Snipes invalidate. It's all down to Ollie.
It is all down to Ollie. Ollie up by 1.2 tenths at the moment. He's in the final sector.
Arch.
That wouldn't be enough to dethrone Arch at this
Arch
stage.
or Ollie?
Can Ollie get himself out of the bottom? Arch has given Ollie a slipstream. For some reason, he hasn't slowed down much.
He probably doesn't realise.
Slipstream off of him. And he heads towards the line. Now he gets slipstream off of Snipes
It's
as well.
Snipes.
This is perfect for Ollie.
Is he through?
Crosses the line.
Oh,
no, he's not.
How close!
Even with 2 slipstreams and the 2 people who are ahead of him who didn't manage to make it, Arch will just about make it through. And the people at this qualifying session are Snipes, Ollie, Amin, Speed Demon, and Millsy. I have to say, I think Snipes and Ollie can be irritated with themselves there. Very irritated, but well, they're not last. They can take that as a positive, but yeah, not great from them at the moment. But it's people who are you've got to watch out for. Goldfinger, Kai, Bowman, very fast looking at the moment, and Kai and Goldfinger only people who've reached the 27.2s. So kind of on their own boundary at the moment, but Bowman not far behind at all, and neither is Geno. We've got a lot of cars very, very close to each other. The top 17 separated by 0.6 of a second. Where do you see that? You don't. You don't ever see that. This is something you only get in BRS, and that is why you guys should be watching every single race. Jake, you still in Storm Eunice?
Yes. Storm Eunice is actually quite annoying.
I can just can hear the wind blowing past your mic.
Yes, sorry about that. So, Goldfinger does top the timings, and then going out of qualifying is Mildy. Obviously, he had no practice, but Speed Demon P19, BRS LMI P18, Ollie P17, and Snipes P16.
I have to say, I didn't realise how many British drivers we had. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Top 7 all British. Then you got 10 and 12, 15, 16, 17, and 20. And then if you make it the UK, you add 2 more to that because of Porky and Speed Demon. Now that is a British-dominated grid, isn't it? Very Britain-dominated, but doesn't mean that other people can't get themselves in there. Both of the Germans still in it, and so is the American driver as well.
Here we go.
Into Q2, of course, this one matters a lot because if you finish inside the top 10 in Q2, the tyres that you qualify on will be the tyres that you start the race on. That means these guys have got to make sure that their tyres are tip-top condition, and they've got to make sure that their tyres are all, that they're on the right tyre, of course, for the start of the race if they're starting in that top 10. You've got to make a decision. Do you start in the top 10, or do you qualify P11 or 12 and be on the better compounded tyre for the race, possibly? That might be a decision that lots of drivers have to make, and Riek has decided softs all the way.
Q2, who will go on the mediums is the question.
Well, it's Geno, Luciano, Dizzy, Kai, Wookie and Bowman at the moment. Riek's the only person out on track, the only person seemingly wanting to go on track. They're waiting a while, aren't they?
100%.
They did this in Q1, waited about 2 minutes to go out. Is there any logic behind that?
I don't know, to be honest. I don't know. Reich is out on it, man. Reich is on the softs.
Yeah, that's weird. Who knows? But yes, he's on the soft compound tyre. Second driver's out the pit lane now. Everyone seemingly starting to leave the pit lane. But yeah, Riek was the only one out on track for a long time there. But he's here now. He won't activate the DRS, there's no point. Warming up his tyres by staying in 6th gear, making sure the engine's nice and warm, burning possibly a little bit of fuel off, and will start his lap. We'll go on board for the entire lap here, hopefully. Riek getting the best exit he can onto the start-finish straight. Here we go. Activates the DRS, starts heading towards the line to start the first flying lap of Q2. It's downhill braking zone into turn 1. He gets it nicely done. Blind apex as you head into there. He manages to hit it. And again through turn 2. Very nice. Probably could use a little bit more track on exit, but just taking a little bit careful. No point in risking your car too much in Q2. He takes all of the curb on the entry to that corner. Now into the very tricky double left-hander. He gets it nice. Flat out through this section here. A little bit of a lift off to get through there, but it's looking good from Riek at the moment, using absolutely all of the track. Activates the DRS as he heads now down towards the bank's hairpin. He tucks that in very early. Unusual line. Most people decide to go a little bit wider and get it back later, but he didn't decide to go for that line. Now heading into fast right-hander, then a quick left afterwards. Flat out from here. Doesn't invalidate. Very nicely done for him, using absolutely all of the track. Almost touching the wall there on the exit and on the inside through there. Now he's got another left-hander, here to negotiate. A little lift off. We know you can abuse the track limits around that corner. He does abuse the track limits like every other driver has been today. Activates the DRS. Gets the slipstream off of his teammate. Great strategy there from the Ferrari boys. All the way down that straight, he had a slipstream. Now heading into the final corner, down to third gear. Now back on the throttle, activates the DRS in just a second, and we'll cross the line. What time to be for Rick on the soft compound tyre? The first time in Q2, and it's a 28.3. He definitely could have done better.
Yeah, so what can people do on mediums is the question.
They can do better than a 38.3 actually. I think we could see Rick's soft compound tyre run not actually being great. He'll have to go for another lap here, I think. Because of course we saw better times in Q1 by literally every single driver. So yeah.
Fair enough.
Geno, I believe, will be the first medium runner to cross the line. He's just about to come through the final corner now in that Alfa Romeo. No, he's going for another lap here. Who will be next then?
Next across the line, I think will be
Bowman. It will be. Oh nope, he's slowed down. The next one on a lap. Goldfinger. He's quite a long way away in that Williams. Geno and Bowman both with slow times there on the mediums. Seemingly struggling, a lot of people here. They really are. But they're fine. They're pushing on. They're still going. And they should be able to set a lap in just a second on them. Goldfinger coming through the final corner now. Fourth gear. Interesting. Hasn't dropped down as many gears as other people. As he pulls into the pits, actually, Goldfinger.
Limit out. I'll limit this. I know that's now. Little mate. What can Kimi do this week? Can he bounce back with a victory?
Another 2 wins on the bounce.
Could it be?
Now that would be massive for Kimi. It really would. But we'll see. We will see.
100%.
Has he finished every... What round are we on? Round 8.
Well, round 8.
Today. Yeah, he's finished. Yeah, so Kimi has finished every single race this season.
Woo!
Consistency
It's
is
key.
the key. Limitless also done the same. Limitless leading the championship. Snipe second in the championship has finished every race. Mary's done the exact same. Mark, however, has not. And Mark not racing today either. He's fourth in the championship. Could we see him get beaten by Kimi, who's only 1 point behind him as it stands? We're actually now on the same amount of points as Rusty.
I didn't realise that Taylor Bow was in the lobby. That's sorry about that. I didn't realise he was in the lobby. That's what he was. Yeah. So yeah, this championship is much closer this season, definitely. But I don't know who's gonna win it. To be honest, we'll say Snipe to second. Yes. I don't know if he can come back. He got a really good result at, but him being knocked out in Q1, that's obviously not going to help his championship.
No, it's not going to help him in the slightest. It's not amazing from him, that, is it? He definitely would have wanted more. Also, Luke Watkins has said, "Hello, Jake Q Fitty."
Okay, so, yeah. So, oh no, so anyways, so back to the race. Thanks, Luke, I appreciate you very... I don't know how to word it. Yeah, we'll say thank you. Yeah, we'll say that. Affectionate comment. Thank you. I appreciate it.
No problem, you Fitty.
Some people do crack me up sometimes. smile on my face. That's for sure. Anyways, then back to the race. Back to qualifying.
Cringe, but okay.
No, Kirby's got a very good lap. No problem. Kirby's got a very good lap.
Kirby has got a very, very good lap.
I think he's safe.
Yeah, I would say so as well.
Now, Speedy, obviously he's been knocked out in Q1. He's got no points this season, but let's hope he does get some points. I want him to get some points. And you?
Yeah, I have to say, I've seen him in other leagues. He's very, very fast. He's experienced, he's consistent. Of course, he is running off the same internet as his brother, Porky. So that doesn't help him sometimes. Limitless goes up into P2 on the mediums.
And, oh, that's right. I just saw Clowney's lap, and he definitely hit the wall, and he's got some front wing. I don't know. Doesn't look like it.
He doesn't have any damage.
He
does not have any damage.
He hit the wall very hard.
If he beats Limitless's time here, no, he won't beat Limitless's time. He goes P8.
He's definitely lost some time.
But yeah, hitting the wall will lose you quite a bit of time.
His brother's Porky.
He's not wearing a helmet.
Who?
Kai isn't wearing a helmet.
Oh, it's probably because he joined through quality. Every time someone joins through quality, the game doesn't put a helmet on.
Have you seen the glitch where it's just a body instead of the car? Like, you just see the person sat in it.
Lovely.
The car.
Lovely. Do you think Limitless is safe?
I think Limitless is safe, yeah. I would say so. I think lots of people are going to want to be starting on the mediums. It's the right tyre for this track, really.
I know the strategy is medium to soft to medium, but you really want to be on the mediums, because their mediums, they may be a bit iffy for the first 10 laps, but then they'll start kicking. And then the good thing, you'll be on the softs compared to the mediums, so that is the good thing.
And overtaking isn't too bad round here. You can
make
some good overtakes.
I raced on Tuesday.
Yeah.
I raced on Tuesday.
Was it
did the one
overtake?
Yeah. How easy was it? Oh god, I'm not really the fastest, I didn't really overtake anyone. But the one stop worked perfectionly. Well, I didn't really do a one stop because of the safety car, but I did the social race one day. I think I did the one stop and it worked. So yeah, it does work. 100%. Oh, who's...
Someone else has joined.
Yeah, I know who he is. He's not mate.
Chef C.
Get out of this lobby, Chef.
Some people don't know their place.
Everyone just has me as a friend and they just joined.
Everyone has you as a friend, yeah?
They just all join. It's quite frustrating.
You need to appear offline, mate.
I think I do actually. I think I might start doing that.
Yeah, that's what I do. I appear offline all the time, unless I have no one to play with.
That's... I don't want to say it, but that's quite sad. I had to say it's quite sad.
It is very sad.
I didn't want to say
that was
it.
Kind of the point, but yes, it's a sad story. Wookie about to cross the line on the softs. What time can he set?
Head of Limitless.
27.3. Right next to his teammate. Those two are so strong, aren't they? Both in the same
Yes. Oh, by yourself now.
Don't wanna be all by myself.
Anyways, we've had our fun. Back to the content.
You brought down my singing ridiculously. Guys, subscribe if you think that Jake's singing is awful.
Oh, we didn't agree to that. We never agreed to any terms. Never agree, guys. Subscribe if Westy's the worst singer in the world.
Then we're not going to get anyone subscribing. Come on, man. Think about the money. Think about the league. Snipes has left. If you could invite him back, that'd be wonderful.
Who was that?
Snipes.
Snipes. I wouldn't mind back. Snipes is amazing.
Snippity snip snip. Kirby is retired. He's happy with his time. He thinks he's going to get through. So he's retired in the pit lane.
I think Limitless is fair. I don't think he's not needed to come out.
I think he's out just in case.
Yeah.
He'll back off if he'll back off if he needs to.
Right, I'm going to invite Snipes right now.
Although Dizzy currently up by a whole second, so maybe he does. So Dizzy will have a slipstream off of Mercedes here, not choosing to use it.
It's just Snipes, that's it.
Just Snipes.
Snipes, okay.
Dizzy tucking it into the final corner, down into third gear, gets on the throttle again, 51% ERS left, that will easily take him to the line. He crosses the line, what time to be? It's enough for P3, knocks Limitless down again. Limitless might actually have to be out here. Kimi has invalidated. Will he get round in time? How long's left? 41 seconds. Kimi's going to have to cut a few corners if he wants to get through here. Ryuk also invalidated. He will have to push to make the line as well. Porky has invalidated. He will not make the line to start another lap. Geno's up by 4/10. Luciano's just started his lap. Archer's pulled into the pit. He'll be out of this qualifying session. Goldfinger, well, he's got not much time to make the line as well. 20 seconds. I don't think he's making it. But Geno up by a second now. What can he do as he heads into the final little section here? Down into the final corner, Geno goes. I think everyone will be safe except from Kai. I think he's the only person that is not safe. Geno about to cross the line. What time will it be? And he goes up into P3. Kai now has to set this lap time. He's just started a lap. It's going to be a while before we find out. Porky slammed himself into a wall. So it will be... Actually, Bowman also here. So... Oh, no, he's not. He's messed up. So it's Luciano or Kai. It's Luciano, Kai, Porky or Ryuk. Those are the guys who could be out now. Only people who can be out. Hypes is safe. He doesn't have to keep pushing. Actually, no. He does in case Ryuk improves, of course. So Hypes has to keep pushing. Maybe Kimi's at danger here. Luciano goes fastest with the 27 flat. Not quite in the 26s currently. Kai has to improve. Porky is out of this qualifying session. Will be starting in P11 at best. P12 at worst. Kai close to the line now.
Limitless backs off. Limitless is in the pits.
Yeah.
That's risky.
Yeah, of course he is.
No,
He'll be safe, he'll be safe.
I know he is safe here.
Crosses the line. P3 marries
Yeah.
P9 currently.
I can't hit
safe.
guys.
Will Kimi be safe? Ryuk about to cross the line.
No, he's not.
Kimi's out. Kimi is out of qualifying. He'll be starting in P11. Last time out's race winner will not be taking part in Q3. Now that is a big twist. Jake, have you got the stream up and you've got the audio up on it?
I'll just, the person that's always not hosting the stream, the mic is always correctly. I've heard it in other streams. It's normal. It is normal, I'm afraid.
It is, unfortunately,
There's nothing we can do about it. As long as you can hear me speaking perfectly fine, that is good. Every stream...
Limitless and Mary's got through on the mediums.
Ooh.
Limitless and Mary's have got through on the medium compound tyre.
I'm sorry, guys.
And we know both of them have the capability to get up into possibly even first. So watch out for those.
So going out.
Both Germans still in it, and the American and the Indian still in as well.
Okay. So going out of Q2 will be Goldfinger P15, Arch P14, L Bowman P13, Porky P12, Kimi P11, and going from mediums will be Limitless and Morris. And topping the time sheet is Luciano by nearly 3/10.
He's a fast driver, what can we say? And of course, set that lap very, very late on. So watch out for him. Still not quite in the 26s. So we'll see our first 26 lap time, I would expect, in Q3. If we don't, something's happened and something's gone wrong. Yeah, Marius and Limitless are on the mediums, so that will be amazing for them at the start of the race. They could definitely start both in the top 5, so So watch out for them at the start
I'll
of
be
the
back
race
in
and
a
take that into consideration. I've just been ditched. This is how I get treated, people. I get ditched. I get ditched in the middle of racing. It's disgraceful. Yeah, next season it won't matter what you qualify in, of course. Next season it will be Q2 is completely fine, then you can start the race whenever you want. So we could see drivers qualifying on the soft, starting on the hards. You never know, which would be great to see. Actually, I'd love to see that. That'd be quite fun. Some people decide, you know what, I'm gonna go on the hards to start this race. And that will add a little bit more strategy into it, I think. And of course, tyre blanket temperatures have been put down slightly as well, and that will make a difference as well. So that will be interesting. And of course, they're trying to phase out tyre blankets. 2024, there will be no tyre blankets anymore in F1. So we're just slowly getting to that stage. I believe Wookie, yes he will, Wookie will be the first man to set a lap time here. He heads into the final corner. Gets on a hill and starts heading down towards turn 1, activates the DRS. And here we go. The downhill braking zone into turn 1 means you have to brake slightly earlier than you think, around the 100 metre board, a bit later than that actually. Blinds Apex the first corner, but hits it nicely. Doesn't quite use all of the track, he's decided to use all the track, there we go. Gets a bit of oversteer, but not too much to throw him off. Now into the left hand, he gets it nice, but he's gone a little bit deep, it's fine. He's not invalidated. Now as he comes into very tricky left, right, double left-hander, and he's now fine. He's just about getting it all tucked in, right on the edges, Rookie at the moment, really using all of the, absolutely,
ditched.
all of the wall there. What is it, Jake?
I was just saying about, just before I put my headphones on, you got ditched. You always get ditched, so yeah. I feel that is a sad moment. It is another sad.
Rookie gets another slap of oversteer there. We'll move on swiftly from me being sad. It's just too much. Rookie, of course, purple sector 2, first person to do a sector 2. As he now heads into the final sector. Activates the DRS and starts heading towards the final corner. The final hairpin at this track.
So he will be first across the line. Comes around the final corner, puts the power down.
Activates the DRS, gets up the gears.
That is provisional
up into
pole
8th gear now.
A 27.6. That is provisional pole at the moment.
Yeah, he'll definitely need to improve that later on.
Limit us.
Will
limit us. Yeah, that is provisional pole. Limit us on 127.342.
Kirby with an extremely slow lap. Jeno will be next. Oh.
Oh. Can you still hear me?
Did you get kicked into the lobby?
Have you?
Yeah.
Yeah, lobby's done, boys. I think it's better. Okay, I think we're gonna do this is now.
Did everyone get kicked?
Yeah, I thought it was just me for a minute. Okay. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Now, what I think should happen. Now, obviously, this is bad. I think we should. No, I don't think we should do Q2 results.
Have all the people who are in. No, I think all of the people. Is all the people who are in in Q3? Have they been kicked out? I think that's the.
Everyone's been kicked out.
Even the people who are in Q3.
I think
it won't let me spectate. This is not good.
No, the game's quite annoying. So, ladies and gentlemen, we won't end the stream. We will keep you entertained. Yeah, Kimmy's asking that are all Q3 lots still in. Yes, apparently. Huh? This game is pre-rigged. at some time. I can't even press anything else. Nah,
If we
this is
leave,
done, this is done.
we need to leave and then rejoin. If we leave, then rejoin, we should be fine and we'll be able to get on with this.
Yes.
Recently played with.
Everyone's still in lobby. Yes, people will still be in the lobby. Shout out to Wookie, shout out to Wookie. People will still be in the lobby, but the game is very, very sugar at the moment, so yeah. I'm not very happy.
I can't join. I can't join off of Wookie, it won't let me.
I'm joining off Kimmy. I was wondering what happened there. I thought it was just me, because I always get kicked out. I'm in the... am I? No, we can't restart a short quality. I think what I'll do is I'll head over to Limits to Stream. And yeah, I'll come back to the lobby and... I'm going to head over to Limits to Stream.
Oh, yeah, we've all been sent back to... And we're stuck in lobby. I tried leaving then rejoining. It did not work.
Limits has not been kicked. Yeah, see, he doesn't even realise. He knows some. We know something that he doesn't at the moment.
I hate this game sometimes. I really do.
That is weird. That it's not changed for Q3, but for us.
You know what? Let's go on to Limitless's stream and let's do some radio commentary, shall we? I'm gonna do some. Let's do some radio commentary.
Yes.
So we're on board with Luciano. Obviously you can't see that, but he's heading into what I believe is the final corner now. Yes, he is. He tucks it in to the final apex, and he gets on the throttle, starts getting up the gears, activates that BRS, starts heading towards the line now. What time to be for Luciano? And it's a 27.1, putting him first on the soft compound tire. Very nicely done from him.
So yeah, look, we've currently got the times. Luciano's on pole for 25 milliseconds. Also, sorry, I apologise for what's happened here. I apologise. Do you want to go to the showroom and show all the cars? By the way, we might as well be in this lobby because it's not going to make any difference.
So, F2 2020. No, F1 2021. Dizzy on an outlap currently. I don't know why Limitless isn't going back out on track. He's decided against that at the moment. Wants people on their outlaps coming out the pits. I think he'll be doing that as well. I think Limitless has just looked at Discord as he's realised that people have started leaving the session en masse. So he will have seen what's happened.
So ladies and gentlemen, there will be something happening. There will be a lobby restart, but we're just waiting for the Q3 people to finish their laps, obviously.
You know, I never realised that the umbrellas behind the cars in the showroom changed colour as well.
Are you currently showing some cars around in the showroom?
Yeah, I'm just scrolling through them very fast.
Currently watching him stream, I don't think he's going to come out again. So there's some very technical difficulties, and we apologise for any inconvenience.
I think Limitless is going to come out again. I think he's just taking his time with it.
He's going to have to get his boots moving.
He's got 2 minutes 40. You only need 2 minutes.
Oh shit! I thought it was 2 minutes and 10.
No, 2 minutes 40 left. 30 now, of course. But yeah.
So yeah, but if you just tuned in, so what's happened is The people that are not in Q3 have been sent back to the lobby. People that it's coming out. People that are in Q3 are still in the lobby. Obviously, we're going to limit the stream. We're going to try and get the results from there. The top 10. Obviously, I don't know what's going on about the 11th and below, but we're going to get the top 10. So yeah, that's why we're on his stream. I'm so happy.
So
that's the save that he is streaming because it helps us out to get results.
It is. It very much is. Right, so Limitless currently P4, and he is. This
is very weird, isn't it?
I've had to do this once before. It's oof. But yes, Limitless. So as it stands, it is Luciano on provisional pole. It's Hypes in second, Mary's third, Limitless fourth, Geno fifth, and Wookie sixth. That's all we can see. Where can Limitless put his car after this outlap? We'll have to wait and see. I'll keep my eye on that little screen in the top corner, just to see.
Dizzy's gone down to P4 now.
Yep, Dizzy up into P4, and Limitless looking as focused as ever. Really focusing right now.
I'm so confused.
You can see on his face. He's right. He's so careful.
He always like that
though. Really concentrating.
He's always had that concentrated face on it. It's so funny to see, and it is quite cool. It looks like he's angry.
It does, doesn't it? I think he's just focusing, and that shows how much effort he puts into every single race, and what every single driver puts into every race. This isn't something that's unique to Limitless. They all put in the absolute best they can. As Geno then goes fastest. Very nicely done from him. Rookie now in P7, Kirby P8. Limitless has dropped down to P6.
This is so funny, commentating.
But here we go. Limitless starts his lap now. He activates the BRS, starts heading towards the line, just starts his lap. And he's already down on his lap time. He's struggling already, but not by too much. Got a worse exit than last time. Gains time through the first corner and second corner alone. 500ths up as it stands. 600ths now as he heads into turn 3. The short left-hander before a long right-hander. Very nicely done, and 2/10 up now as Limitless. If he can hold on to this, he'll be sitting very pretty. As he now heads into the right, leading to the left. Very nicely done there as he uses absolutely all of the curb on the exit. Really trusting that the car's going to make it. He's purple in Sector 1. 2.6 tenths up as it stands. 4 tenths up now as he heads through the bank's left-hander. Now as he comes through the flat-out section just before the quick lift off into the right. Now into the flat-out left. You've got to be very careful to not piles it through. Not very close to them though. Using as he sets a purple sector 2 as well. Limitless looking so strong. Tucks it through the left. Now into the right. Doesn't use all of the runoff like other people have. He's decided to take it careful. I say careful, but he's not really taking it careful. Almost 5 tenths up now as Limitless. What can he do in the final sector? He's about to go into the final corner. Drops down.
He's in full position.
Now third.
Look at his face. He looks happy. He looks happy. He's
very happy. 7 tenths. 7 tenths Limitless. What a lap, pole position, and it's 1:26.601. A ridiculously fast lap there from Limitless.
Oh, he's just been
but
kicked.
Only just. He's been kicked.
He just swears. He just said, "What the f*** going on?"
We don't know the results of that qualifying session.
I quickly snapped the picture of the top 4, but I don't know what Kimmy wants to do.
Well, we've got that. We've got. Mate, can you like turn down the stream?
Sorry.
It's all I can hear. Sorry. It's all I can hear. Going back at us. You just don't need to hear it twice.
That's true.
If you guys want an update on IndyCar, let me see if I can get you. Let's see. Scott McLaughlin got pole position in IndyCar, and Roman Grosjean, I have no idea where he came. I can't see it.
No, it's P1, yes. We apologise for the wait.
Yeah, we apologise.
Okay, we'll go through standings in a minute. I just want to bide my time. Please, no one shot. So I don't know how Kimmy is gonna do this, but while we are waiting, this might as well be out of breath and go through your Series 1 standings. So, oh, I need to get up the app. I forgot that is the app. Yes, I keep forgetting that. There you go. BRS Series 1. Okay, so Limitless is obviously P1 with 101 points, 25 points ahead of Snipes, who is in P2 on 76 points. LOA Maris is P3 on 75 points. Then we got Mark in P4, ET Rusty in P5, Kimmy in P6, Levi P7, A Mercy in P8, Millsy P9, GPR Busy P10, Stonks P11, FRA Arch P12, Wookie P13, HRSR Porky P14, Luciano P15, AMS Fairley P16, Formula 1 Owen P17, Wadza P18, MBSFN P19, Alex Geno P20, BRS Ermine P21, Nitro P22, Kirby P23, Ollie P24.
Stop when people haven't scored points.
I know, that's one of it.
Speed Demon.
Who was I at? Ganja P25, and Jam Cakes P26, Goldfinger P27, Ryan P28, and Scarlet P29. Let me find the team, the constructors.
Also, Jake, what position was Pan Jam Cakes?
P26.
Wait, where's Pan Jam Cake?
P26.
As Terra Limitless would say, my championship rival, Pan Jam Cakes, in P26.
Where do you find the constructors in this? How do you?
Literally, just click on it, and then you go statistics. No, you don't.
This is confusing.
There isn't constructors.
There is. Should be.
Where is it?
There should be constructors.
Oh, compare with other teams. There we go. Found it.
Where?
No, I haven't. I haven't found it.
For God's sake.
Actually, what I can do is I can work it out. So, look at that many. So 52, 32. Alpine got 111 points.
That's going to take a lot of them. Yeah, don't
They're
bother.
the current leaders.
So I know.
Hasa got 131.
No, I saw it earlier. Yes. Lobby's restart.
Where
Yes.
is it?
Mike will be rusty. When I last saw.
Oh, it's at the bottom. We just need to scroll down further.
Are we? Oh my life. Okay. Oh, for God's sake.
Right, so it's Hasa in the way.
No, it's my job.
With 131 points.
Alright, carry on then. Yeah, you carry on.
Nah, you go for it.
Alright, so sorry about that. We couldn't find the constructors. We are quite dumb.
We are absolute idiots.
So Hats P1 from Alpine are on 111 points. Then we have Aston Martin P3 on 92 points. We have Ferrari P4 on 89 points. Ferrari P4 on 89 points. We have McLaren in P5 on 85 points. Mercedes P6 on 76 points. Alfa Romeo P7 on 52 points. Alpha Tauri P8 on 32 points. Red Bull P9 on 27 points. And Williams on P10 on 15 points. I've just seen updates and it is going to be the Q2 results. If I am correct here, we will be going off Q2 results as I haven't got accurate info
And
of Q3.
you know what that means?
Yes, Limitless has just been wiped. His pole position has just been gone.
And also, it means he's starting in P9. Because of course he used the medium compound tyre. Limitless is going to be starting right the way down in 9th position. He will not.
But
be
he
a happy
has
bunny.
got some. He has got some stellar pace. I'm sure he'll make his way up the grid. Gem Hunter, please leave the lobby. You are a very nice randomer. You got a random in the lobby.
He's also got really bad internet.
Indeed. Who is supposed to win? Who is supposed to win? I think it's Ryek. Where is Ryek at?
Rick.
Rick. Sorry.
No idea where he's at. I actually don't know how to say his name. No idea.
He's not coming back. Okay.
Basically, because we don't have Q3 results, we can't go off, because we don't have accurate or definite Q3 results, we can't go off of it. So we have to go off the next closest thing, which is Q3,
Alex as well.
which is Q2 results, unfortunately. So it does mean that we have to go off of that.
Alex, don't worry, mate. I know it's a joke in the game. You can't blame Kimmy for anything that he's done, because it's not Kimmy's fault. It's the game's fault at the end of the day. We can't blame Kimmy. Kimmy tries his best, and that's all we can say to him. He tries his best.
GP2.
Just try and focus on the race, mate. Keep your head down, and that's all you need to do, really. I hope Kimmy does realise there's a random in this lobby. Gem Hunter, as he came to hunt down the drivers.
Who's playing all these ads? I'm sorry. Who's playing all these ads?
No problem, Alex. It's gotta be Kimmy, right?
Kimmy's just like, get the ad revenue. I need it.
He loves the ads. I
I'm
know
just
why.
saying, the ad revenue on Twitch is about 2p per ad. So he's not making much by putting these ads out there.
Well, you didn't need to spit it out. God. What everyone needs to know.
I think they do. 2p an ad.
Guys, don't get off this stream. 2p is lovely. I think the grid is sorted because the lobby has been updated. I'll let him know. Thanks, Alex. And let him know that. Oh no, the randomness gone now. Cool. So I'm sure we're going to be going soon. There will be a 5-minute break. So I'm sure Westy is gonna go and get a drink or something.
I will be, yes.
Kimmy is now typing. I'm sure we're going. Unlucky to the people who got some very good laps in Q3. Yes, Kimmy, it's not your fault. Don't worry, mate. All you can do is try your best.
Kimmy's fault completely.
Yeah, 100%.
Kimmy's fault completely. We need to blame him fully for this.
And here we go.
And I think we should
It's
get
1
started.
light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. Out and away we go. That was pretty creepy.
Are you taking my intro?
No.
Taking my
I
race
was
start.
just-
Who are you taking my
I
race
was
start?
just doing a very, very creepy and 1 lights, 2 lights, 3 lights. And yeah.
You scare me.
So guys, what can we do? What can we do while we're waiting? I wish I could put up a poll, but
You know what? Let's talk about the testing. F1
This
testing.
not, because it was an absolute shambles.
No, it
Not really.
wasn't. Not really. Who do you
Everywhere
think-
we go.
Who do you think is? Who do you think from the first testing is going to be winning the championship?
I don't know. I'm going to do my prediction. I'm going to go for a massive, bold prediction. Charles Leclerc to win the championship. Mercedes winning the constructors. Yikes, that was a bold prediction. What do you think?
That was bold, but you know what? I can see it happening. I can definitely see it happening.
Whoa, what do you think? What are you going to say?
See, what I've been looking at is consistency from each day. And someone that's been very consistent each day, and in overall fastest lap time, they went 6th, 6th, 5th, and then overall fastest lap time, they were 7th. And consistency in
Lewis?
testing means a lot. And that is Sebastian Vettel in
Oh,
Aston
go
Martin.
home. You really think Aston Martin have the pace to win?
I think they have very good pace. Maybe not the pace to win, but I think Seb, especially, has very good pace. It seemingly has very good pace in that Aston Martin. 7th fastest car in testing.
God.
Consistently 5th or 6th. And consistency does matter in testing. It means no matter what they're doing with the car, no matter what things they're trying, they're still staying about where everyone else is.
100%. And we have just got the ready up sign. Start on your tyres, you qualify, please. Don't forget setups. We will be readying up at 8:45.
Yes, we will. And then we'll be underway for the start of the race.
So yeah, I don't think Aston will win, but yeah, that is your opinion at the end of the day, and I respect your opinion.
Thank you.
Can Goldfinger ready up? I can't be bothered to wait 7 seconds.
Bit impatient.
No, not ready.
No, not impatient at all. No, definitely not.
Okay then, guys. Yeah, we're just having a bit of fun because obviously we're bored, sat here, waiting in the lobby.
You know what? Who do you think is going to be the worst this year?
I don't know. Oh,
Kimmy's
Kimmy's left the session. Oh, for God's sake, this ain't. His game's kept crashed. Oh, do we really need to restart again?
No, we don't.
What a... Nah, Alonso I think is okay. And not ready's up.
The lobby will be fine.
Yeah, please don't. Please no.
We will be fine. Guys, everyone watching, if you could, please do send a link of the stream to people. Send it to...
Kimmy's going to run a balance setup.
That would be very slow around this track. But,
Okay. So we have got a 5-minute break, so Westy, go do what you want to do if you need to do anything. If he's there. Westy! Westy!
I'm here.
He's just completely... I said go. I said if you want to go get your something to eat or drink.
Yeah, I heard.
Are you going then?
I was messing with you.
I thought I'd disconnected from it.
Nah.
Alright, see you in a minute. Right, Westy's gone. Peace. Oh, yeah, see you in a minute. So yeah, now Westy's gone, we can speak about how bad Aston Martin are. He really thinks they're gonna win, right? He really thinks they're gonna win, but they are terrible. They are a midfield team. He really thinks they're gonna win. Oh, he's still in the chat. I forgot. He's gonna cry. He's still in the chat. Oh, for God's sake! I forgot that. Oh, how are you? I thought you said you're going to do something.
I knew you were going to say something rude about me, so I decided to stay.
I knew it.
I knew it. So I was like, I'm just going to stay here and then wait.
Yeah, I defeated. Are you going to get something? You don't need to.
No, I am. So, but don't be rude.
So, guys, now, see, back to what we was saying. Aston Martin are such a midfield team. Like, who really thinks they're gonna win? Like, I think he needs to think and predict even Ferrari, Mercedes, or Red Bull. Like, come on, Westy, man. What are you on? Are you on vodka? Rum? So yeah, I think you need to change your team. I'm not rude. I'm very, very kind person. I knew he was there anyway, to be honest. But yeah, guys, so I want your top 3 predictions in the chat. So, my top 3, I think Limitus will win this race. I'm going to be honest. He got a massive qualifying out. I know he's going to be annoyed about what... I know Limitus is going to be... Don't call me a clown. I think Limitus is going to be... He's got some massive pace, and he had the pace in Q3. He's going to be very annoyed about what happened but it is what it is at the end of the day. I think my top three, I'm going to go for Limitless, and then I'm going to go for Snipes, and then I'm going to go for in P3, Alex. So that's my top three. I think
Limitless I think Limitless is going to win this one as well. He'll be driving angry. He'll be driving with some spite. He'll be really going for this now. And we know what happens when Limitless gets a fire in his belly.
Yeah.
He really improves and he absolutely goes out there and smashes it. So watch out for him on this one, because we could.
I saw you still in the chat when you went off. I saw you still in the chat when you went off.
Yeah, I turned up my phone volume and was listening in. And I am right. Aston are using the same philosophy. They're just have covered up their baths.
Talk to me when Aston win a championship.
Okay, will do. Stroll 22, Stroll 23, Stroll 24, Stroll 25, Stroll 26.
I want George to win a championship, to be honest.
Stroll 27, Stroll 28, Stroll 29.
George 29.
Stroll 30.
Oh, God. He won't be here in 2030.
Stroll 32, Stroll 33, Stroll 34, Stroll 35,
Alright,
Stroll 36.
So, yeah.
He's going to be in there until the Bahrain contract runs out.
So, why use Q2? Well, because we couldn't get the Q3 results because the game glitched us out. Because we wasn't in Q3, and then
qualifying.
Yeah, they got glitched out. So yes.
Yeah, it's a shame. It really is. And we are sorry for it. We can't affect it, unfortunately. But yeah,
we didn't do it. We didn't. We tried our best. At the end of the day, it's not Kimmy's fault. It's not Kimmy's fault. At the end of the day, it's the game's fault. We didn't do him dirty. The game did him dirty.
Completely.
So don't blame us or Kimmy. Right, so it is Q2 results manipulated. Okay, so I'll run you through the grid, as you might not know who the grid is going to be. Luciano will be very happy. So it is Luciano P1 from Kirby in P2 on softs. Right, I'll run you through the titles as well, actually. So Luciano on softs, Kirby on softs in P2. We have Kai in P3 on softs, Wookie P4 on softs, Yeno, Alex Yeno is in P5 on softs, Dizzy P6 on softs, Hypes in P7 on softs, Limitless P8 on softs, Marius P9 on mediums, Limitless on mediums, sorry, Kimmy P10 on softs, Porky P11 on mediums, Bowman P12 on mediums, Arch P13 on mediums, Goldfinger P14 on mediums, Snipes P15 on softs, TTM Ollie P16 on mediums, BRS Ermine P17 on softs, Speed Demon P18 on mediums, and Millsy P19 on softs. That is your Q2 grid.
Yeah, also guys in the chat, we couldn't have done anything. We couldn't get a full order for the top 10, so it just wasn't possible to get the correct order, so we had to just go off of Q2. It's unfortunate, but Limitless will be now with a fire in his belly. If you're supporting Limitless today and have a fire in his belly, he'll be wanting this much more now.
I think we've got 31 views, so that is, I think Limitless has shouted out our Twitch, if I'm going to be honest, because if we get that many views, he usually does that.
I may not have put the link in his stream chat.
So then, Goldfinger getting disqualified, his tyres are going to be absolutely freezing cold.
Yeah, they are going to be absolutely freezing.
Freezing.
The fact that they are the medium compound tyre as well, so even less heat
Kimmy's
in those things, less grip.
Done dirty.
Oh, Kimmy's left the session.
Yeah.
Invite him again. Invite him. Get him back in here. We need Kimmy back, but here we go. They're lining up onto the grid and getting ready to start the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. It's BRS Series 1. Here we go. Luciano starting on pole, Kirby second, Kai third, Wiki fourth, Geno fifth. Millsy
5 red lights about to go out, and that will be down.
Grid box.
This is it.
Pulls in. Sweet Demon will be the
Here we
final
go.
into his grid spot.
When does the 5 lights come? Here we go then. You need to
Now is
wait.
the answer. We've got 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. And it's go, go, go here in Saudi Arabia. It is a great start from Luciano. Very, very good from him.
Goldfinger's an AI.
Wookie's had an awful start. Somehow gets his position back, but Geno makes the move eventually. I think Wookie's still just
Kimmy's
about
an AI.
holding on here. He's got the position on the Alfa Romeo driver as it stands. He stays ahead. Dizzy right behind him. Limitless up into P7 already. He's going to be fighting as hard as he can to get ahead of Dizzy on that medium compound tyre. He's got ahead of Hypes at the start of this one. Dizzy, though, is very close to back of Geno. We're on board with him now. Can he make the move on the Alfa Romeo? Into the bank left-hander. He's going to try it down the inside here. He's going to have to be very close to the wall. Stripe's got a 5-6 multi for cutting the corner and gaining a place. And Dizzy makes the move on Geno. Geno gets a good exit though. Dizzy's going to have to keep trying to fight round the outside. Now down the inside. Round the outside again. But he can't quite get close enough. Geno's right there on Rookie now. Could the move happen on the Mercedes driver? I don't think it quite can. He's going to have to sit behind.
Got to remember, Limitless has dropped back, but he is on those mediums tyres. Kimmy's having issues, Goldfinger's having issues as well because he is in AI. Everyone mostly kept it clean into turn 1, so that is very, very good, even though we had 2 people in AI. We have Luciano leading from Kirby, from Kai, from Wookie, Alex, from Dizzy. Dizzy all over the back of Alex, it comes Dizzy around the outside. Can he get the move stick? Alex, just has the better traction. And here comes Dizzy now, down the straight. Is he going to be ahead of Alex? They are wheel to wheel. Alex has got the inside line. Remember Alex is on the softs.
They've got to go round Wookie almost to try and make this one work. They can't break too late, otherwise they would have hit the Mercedes driver. And Geno...
And Dizzy is ahead.
Because of it. If Geno had broken late into that corner, he would have hitten the Mercedes of Wookie, so couldn't break too late, which meant he couldn't seal the deal. So Dizzy does get ahead.
Seal the deal. I like that. So we have, well, a start from who's gained the most positions at the start. It is TTM Ollie up 5 positions. Not too bad for start from him. Not many positions up in the top 10.
No,
Limitless obviously under pressure from the soft runners because he's on those slowest tyres at the start. The strategy has come up.
He is really going to be gunning for it now. There's no way he's going to let himself slip outside that DRS. Of course, it will be activated at the start of the next lap. Alex Geno is close to Dizzy now. Can he make a move? Not into this corner, he can't. And Limitless
he is so close to Dizzy.
Limitless is really going for this.
Alex Geno
not far away from Wookie either.
Alex Geno is very close to Dizzy right now. He's looking to make a move past Dizzy at the moment.
Snipes gets past Arch up into P12, very nicely done. And Geno will be trying to fight back, but he's dropped back through the final corner. As we do now get the timing screens back, that's good. And Limitless is just outside of a second away from Geno as Hypes goes down the inside now. Can he make the move work? Yes, he can. Down the inside into turn 1. Hypes is through.
Limitless didn't fight though, because Limitless has his own strategy. He didn't fight and he knows what he's doing. So we will see how that plays out come later on in the race.
Yeah.
FRA Arch in the pits. He's got some wing damage. Is Kimmy back in this race? I'm sure he should be. Some bad issues for Kimmy, and that is a big rip, and I don't think Goldfinger's back in, if I'm going to be honest.
I don't think he is either, no. Big shame for those two. But
the highest medium runner at the moment is obviously Limitless.
It is, but he's got Mary right behind him now, so he did have that gap of Hypes before. Doesn't anymore. And the person I'm looking at right now, which is Wookie, not quite having DRS on Kai. Now that's big.
Yeah.
Because of course,
but
he's going to have a lot of people looking to pass him here. Dizzy only 2 tenths behind.
The thing for Limitless is what he'll do, he'll try and stay within DRS of Hype, so he's not under pressure from Morris. But the gap between Morris and here comes Porky. Morris has dropped back. I don't know if he must have hit the wall because he's dropped a lot of time. Porky now up into P9. What has happened to Morris? Has he got some sort of damage? We'll see him into the pits, but Alex Yeno all over the back of Wookie now. Is he going to go down inside? He's going to look on the inside now. Will he send it? He does. But now this inside will transfer over to Wookie, but he's going to try and hold on the outside. Alex Yeno gets the move done, and that is a very nice move. Very important move for Alex Yeno. He is now up into P5 of this race.
And of course, Wookie losing 2 places in the same amount of corners was left lacking. Slacking, sorry. He was caught slacking, and he has been punished due to that. And Limitless does have the DRS on all of these drivers, and that is very, very important. Porky doesn't have the DRS on him, so he's separated himself from the rest of the medium runners, separated himself from the rest of the pack. This top 8, pretty much all within DRS range of each other. Dizzy, the only odd one out there, he's got to get a bit closer to Kai, but looking very, very close at the front here. And we might see a move for the lead very, very soon. Kirby
Snipes all over the back of Morris now. And then these two are championship rivals as well as Limitless. But these two might want to help each other catch up to Limitless, to be honest. But Snipes is all over the back, and then I don't think their medium tyres are in. I don't think the medium tyres are in. I don't think. Yeah, I've lost my words. Snipes up into P10.
I think you're trying to say I don't think those medium tyres are quite working yet. It seems
yes,
to be working for Limitless. He just made a move on Hypes. Hypes now does have the DRS back on him though, heading down into turn 1. Can Hypes make this move happen in the Aston Martin? No, he can't. He's a bit too far away. And Limitless up into P7. He's got to get on the DRS or otherwise Hypes will fly straight through. And Dizzy really dropping back off of Kai. He's got to get a move on, but he's just that little bit too far behind. Wookie gets a 3-second penalty, and Hypes joins him with that 3-second penalty as well. Very easy to get penalties.
The mediums will start to be very good on lap 7, lap 10, I reckon.
Yeah, they will, and of course the softs start dying off, and the mediums will be getting better and better.
It's a top 3 fight for the lead at the moment.
Yeah, 100% is. You've got Luciano leading, of course, and Kirby right behind him. He'll be wanting that DRS desperately at this stage. He'll want the DRS straight to be here, which I think is where it is in real life. He'll be wanting it to be right here so he can get some more, he can get much closer to Luciano. But unfortunately cannot right now. Goes through the quick left-hander, then the right. Not looking too bad is Kirby, right on the back of Luciano. Now has the DRS. He's going to look for a move here, is Kirby. 2 tenths is the gap as we head into the final corner. What can Kirby do? He goes side by side and he's up into the lead. Luciano will look for the DRS now on Kirby and will look to make a return move up into first. Can he return to sender, as it were, into turn 1 here? He pulls to the side. He'll look for the move. No, he backs off, actually, and decides to stay where he is.
Alex Yeno up into P4. What? Alex Yeno has had an amazing start. What a start from Alex Yeno. Honestly, he's had the amazing start.
Well, at one place.
Oh. Well, at one place. Oh, yeah, and TTM Ollie is out. Is that going to be a safety car? Is that going to bring out a safety car?
Yes, it is.
Soft runners will probably pit now.
They will. Limitless will inherit the lead. They'll go on to the mediums and make the end of the race most likely. So Limitless not too happy with that, I wouldn't think. He's got to make those mediums work.
I don't know.
And yeah.
Maybe if there's another safety car later on, I do think if lap 16 safety car, he can get onto those softs and he will be amazing. Happy. He'll be happy.
Still a big if, isn't it? And of course, if there is
it's going to be, yes, it is.
If there is a safety car around lap 16, everyone else will pick for the softs as well. Why wouldn't they?
I'm just going to watch the person in P1 and see if he pits, is the question. Now, these softs can still go to like lap 4, lap 11. I just have a feeling they'll pit, but you don't really want to touch the hards. The hards are like a block of ice.
Yeah,
really.
No, the hards round here are not very good at all. Those hards will, they'll send you spinning, they'll send you adrifting, they'll send you understeering and of course oversteering as well. Yeah, out of the race most likely as well. You've got to make sure you avoid
Kirby pit? He's
just
a late move into the pits. Top 3 all pit. Alex pits. Dizzy pits. Wookie.
Hypes will.
I think. And Limitless stays out. He will inherit.
He almost cut off Limitless there. Has anyone followed on with Limitless?
Yes, Porky.
Yes, they have. The medium runners.
Come on, Kirby, says someone in the chat. He's currently he's currently in P5 at the moment.
Kirby,
Now,
not looking bad at all. He's jumped Luciano in the pit lane. Oh no, he had.
They're all
Oh no,
mediums,
sorry, he hasn't.
but
He was already ahead.
I
forgot that he was leading.
the good thing that Limus has, and if they do get those mediums to the end, he'll be on so much fresher tyres on them softs against the mediums.
They're right behind him. But they're right behind him on fresher tyres now. That is the problem. They're on the same compound and they're fresher. That advantage he would have had between this lap and lap 10 is completely gone. He needs to make up the time through raw pace, or he has to hope he's got much better pace by the end. It's a very risky strategy that these top four are on now, and it's one that has to pay off for them. If it doesn't, it's going to go down in flames. No points or all the points, I think, for those for that top four.
What Limitless needs is to hope that the people from Kirby and below take their time getting through Speed Demon, Morris and Porky. So that's what he needs. A little bit of a gap at least.
He definitely needs to get away. I think he can. He's much faster than these guys. He knows it. It's all going to be about the restart though. Very hard to get a restart right round here, of course. Being such a tight last corner, you've really got to be careful coming out of that you don't accelerate, because of course as soon as you do start accelerating heavily, you're committed. You have to go. If you break that rule, you will be penalised, and it's better to just
penalised
instead of getting penalised. So yeah, penalised.
It's penalised.
Penalised sounds better though, doesn't it?
Fair enough.
Penal doesn't sound great. If you just take the word penal. Take that. Exactly. That's why I say penalised.
Yeah, that is funny actually.
And yeah, DRS train will prevent overtaking as well, of course. So if we do keep a DRS train, there won't be many overtakes due to the fact there is 3 DRS zones. It just means that people won't be able to get too close. You'll either see loads of overtakes, you'll see all the overtakes happen all at once, and then none for a long time after that.
The DRS train will prevent overtaking. That is another thing that Limitless will need to drop out to get at least a 1 second gap with Port. Lullaby. I don't know, my words are gone today. Yeah.
It's almost like you're drunk.
Limitless will need to drop Porky by 1 second before DRS does come out though.
Have you got the glitch where it doesn't say safety car at the top?
I have got safety car on top. I have got.
It doesn't say that for me, as you can see on the screen.
Yeah, I get that glitch sometimes.
It doesn't say it. I've tried to fix it. It doesn't fix.
The game's quite BS. So then, nice glitch for you. Have fun.
I'll rely on you to know whether it's a safety car or not.
It's a virtual safety
car so far, though very good. Only 2 people with penalties are actually Wookie and Hypes. That's good for them. In terms of teams, well, it is actually only 2 teams, sorry, have 2 drivers in the top 10, and that just shows how spread out this grid is. I've inherited your bad speech, I think. As Porky and Dizzy for McLaren, and then Wookie and Kirby for Mercedes are the guys who
safety car should and will be in this lap.
Yeah, it will be in this lap. If it's not, I will end the stream right now.
It is in this lap.
It is. Good. That was a bit of a risk.
And here we go.
Limitless, he's very experienced at this. He knows exactly what he is doing. His 2-point-something
very aggressive with his
people watching along will be helping him as well. Yeah, 2,000 people watching him.
That is mental, isn't it?
They'll be helping. If only we could get 2,000.
He'll be definitely looking in the chat for that help.
Yeah, definitely in a chat, because they know.
Has the time to as well.
Yeah. No.
He's got. I think he's. Oh, I thought he was gonna go.
Limitless knows exactly what he's doing, and he'll be going exactly when he sees fit, which will probably be
Go,
around the line. No, it's not. It's right now.
Go.
And Porky is pretty close to him.
Try to break the tone.
Has got the DR. He's got a very good slipstream on him right now, but he won't be close enough heading into turn 1. Limitless has done its job.
Kirby,
He's kept his place. Kirby on speed
absolutely
demon immediately.
sends it.
Very nicely done from Kirby up into P4 straight away there. And you've got Kimmy on Goldfinger as well. Kimmy gets up on into P15 for the time being. Goldfinger side by side with him now. The William trying to hold on down the inside. The Alfa Romeo is going to try and go around the outside, but has to back out. The Kimmy loses that position. Stays in P15.
Good.
Speed Demon back on Kirby here. Very close to him. Kirby messed up, and Speed Demon right on the back of him. Can he make a move into the long left hand? And no, he can't.
Very good safety car restart from Limitless there. But Kirby straight away made a move on Speed Demon, so yeah.
Speed Demon napping there, he really did. I think Speed Demon decided to look outside and watch the birds or something, because he was not very fast off the start, and Kirby took advantage, overtook him, and will now start chasing down the top 3 on his much fresher tyres, with Speed Demon as a buffer behind him, of course, on the much older medium compound tyres.
So then, Limitless has got a gap of 5 temps to Porky. Mara's dropping off a little bit.
Looking for a move on Geno now down into the final corner for P8. He dives down the inside. He was bobbing and weaving rounds Geno going down that final straight. And I think he's got the move done. Geno, though, with a great exit. Dizzy's got the inside. Geno lifts off slightly, concedes the position, and Dizzy is up into 8th place.
Dizzy lives to fight another day. So, this is a very interesting race at the moment. Limitless can't drop Porky. Porky is following Limitless very closely.
He is. He's right on the back of him. As we say that, he loses about 2 tenths, but he's following him very, very closely.
Goldfinger goes right to the back of Snipes. He's literally he's nearly pushing him around the corners.
He is. 1/10 is the gap, but he's not close enough to
everyone
make a
is
move.
within DRS range of each other. That's the funny thing.
What happened to Kimmy? What on earth has happened to Kimmy? He's really struggling. He's dropped down into last out the people he pitted under the car.
Maybe that balance setup has not helped him.
Oh yeah, that probably is that. Balance setup of course not great for a race. Kirby is actually out of DRS of Marius. This is really interesting. Kirby not being able to hold on the fresher tyres.
Speed Demon is really...
Maybe they're not at temperature. Yeah, Porky's pushing. Porky is pushing here, and Speed Demon is also pushing. Both now have penalties, both the brothers. They'll possibly work together later on in the race if they're near each other, but Speed Demon has got to try and get back past Kirby here. He'll desperately be wanting to, but Kirby's now got the DRS once again. Kai on Luciano, is this a move that could happen? He's right up close to the back. We'll keep one eye on the Snipes battle. And let's move on to it now. Is he going to try and go round the outside?
Snipes is going to try around the outside.
Into turn 1. He's not quite going to make it.
And the Williams just comes out of nowhere.
Luciano drops a place behind Kai now. He's actually dropped... he made a mistake. I think... Oh, Dizzy hits the back of him. What's happened to Luciano? Has he got damage? Yes, he does.
If you was watching that battle, the Williams came out of nowhere and just absolutely sent it.
Yeah.
And everyone, Alex Geno's all over the back of him now. Luciano will be causing chaos.
Damage,
Three wide.
Hypes is going to try and make the move on Wookie now as well. He makes the move happen. So Hypes will be thanking Luciano there. He helped to make that move. Snipes gets past.
This is causing absolutely chaos
as well. It has. It's meant that everyone's having to dive, bob and weave round him. He's kind of blocking the way, and it's interesting though, in the game, that kind of damage really ruins you.
Yes.
Lewis Hamilton gets exactly that damage, sets fastest lap.
This is insane racing. Oh, 100% now. Limitless needs to pull away. Porky is still following him.
He's got the DRS.
This is bad for Limitless.
And now down the inside. Can Porky go? Not quite. He'll try and make the move next time round. Luciano, yeah, he's not going to be very happy. But here we go. Porky.
I think Limitless will need a safety car if he wants to win this race, because it's going to be a long way for him now.
It is. He'll be on the back of the DRS train, of course, when he
Porky!
And that won't help him. Porky's not going to make the move down into turn 1. A little bit too close there, of course. Blind
Wookie's going to send it. Is he going to send it? He does send it down the inside. Oh, there's a bit of contact there. And he's trying to hold it around the outside now. We'll have the inside line. Will he send it on Hypes?
No, he won't. Oh, he does!
Yes!
He goes to the move, and he makes
But
it right
Hypes
round the
keeps the
outside
move
here.
to the
Still going round the
outside,
outside.
boys.
Now down the inside.
Wow.
Wookie trying to hold on, and he has held on. What a move from Wookie.
Wow.
The commitment was there.
And Goldfinger's been pushed off.
Wookie
What
seriously
racing
committed.
this is in
Hypes
BRS.
backed out, and Wookie absolutely went for it, held on, and that is why he got a podium last time out.
Wow, just wow, mate, yes. That's all I can say at the moment. Wow. This is, thank you, Luciano, for making some very interesting racing. And it's 3 wide at the back with the Red Bull and the Alpine. Lucid, Ermine, Arch, Snipes. It was 3 wide, it's now 2. It's side by side between Ermine and Arch. Oh, contact!
Oh, I mean,
there's even more.
Goldfinger's going to try and make
Oh,
it
and the
now.
Alfa Romeo Kimmy's in the wall.
Arch is right
Ermine
there.
squeezed in.
And Goldfinger's making the move now. Round the outside of the Alpha Tauri into the final corner. Arch dives down the inside. Goldfinger goes for the exit.
This is
Great switch back.
insane.
What
This
a
is
move
great
from Goldfinger.
entertainment.
And Kirby is making a move here. Up into P3 he tries to go. Limitless concedes the lead of the race here. Kirby pushes his car. He's trying to get himself onto the podium on the fresher tyres. Still side by side. They bang wheels as they go as they head into turn 3. Marius has the inside. Kirby has the outside.
That's
Kirby
off
gets
track.
knocked off the track by Marius. The full commitment between the two drivers. And he does get the move done, does Kirby. And Speed Demon almost made the move on Marius. They touch wheels and Speed
What
Demon decided
racing?
that wasn't a move for him. Speed Demon now's the overspeed. He touched the back of Marius. And that could be damage for the Williams driver there. He'll be wanting his first point of the season,
Kirby,
of course.
no!
And we'll be pushing as hard as
Kirby's
he
just
can.
got a 5
Oh,
set.
Kai spun round. He's reset the track. That will be a penalty for him.
Kirby
Renault
has,
moves up into
got-
P7 due to that.
Kirby's got a penalty for overtaking off track,
Ah,
which he did.
he did, yes.
What racing this has been. The last 2 laps we have had, absolutely chaos.
My
Carnage.
jaw is hurting.
Great racing.
My jaw is hurting here.
I
haven't had that
I've
in a
never
while, I have to
commentated this
say.
out.
Speed Demon is so close to Mary's, who's going to try and make a move, but I think he might have got a slight bit of damage. He's got the overspeed though on Mary's. He'll be using
Limitless on
that
Porky.
ERS and the DRS. It's Speed Demon making the move here. Will Limitless make a move as well? I think he will. But Speed Demon and Mary's round the outside. Mary's down the inside. Speed Demon going to try and hold on. He can't quite Mary's. There's some great defending there. Very nicely done
Oh my
from him. Speed
God.
Demon now pulls into the pits. Zero Limitless round the outside of Porky as we head down into turn 1. Kirby's going to get involved here, is he? No, he's not. He
This
backs out
is
at the last
mental
second.
at the back.
Dizzy gets
Where
ahead of
Wookie
Mary's
is.
as well. Whew.
Where Wookie is, have a little look at this. Everyone's so
Whoa.
close.
Hypes has got
And there's
damage.
contact everywhere.
Hypes has
Archer's
got
off.
damage.
That's
That's
got,
what I think
if that's
he
a
has
safety
anyway.
car, Limits has one out on this. But it's not going to be a safety car.
It's not a safety car.
What is going on? Why is
If
everyone so
you're
close?
timing the pit
It's
lane,
so
you're
mental.
Who knows? Who knows what is happening?
That was a safety car. Limits would have been happy.
He would have been very happy, but unfortunately for him, it was not. Limitless currently leading, Porky second, and Kirby in third. Kirby with provisional first. Speed Demon has now pitted and will get onto the back of the pack as fast
Oh,
as he
and
physically
Goldfinger makes contact with Snipes. I think he has some damage. He's gone off the track. Oh my, I'm losing my voice at all at this moment. Oh, I'm getting voice cracks. This is great
have a
racing.
rest, give your voice a rest, mate. Have a drink.
It's fine, mate.
Have a rest. Don't kill your voice.
I'm so happy.
Goldfinger is very close to Snipes. He hasn't got damage, which is lucky for him, but he's going to be right on the back of the Alpine here as we head into
Mate, where
the
Wookie is, everyone's so close, it's so mental.
Yeah, and Kai about to make a move on Jenna. I think Jenna actually
Here comes
not quite
Kai.
going full speed. We're watching Wookie's point of view of this battle, and Wookie should be in a prime position to make a move here. But Jeno, if he can get a good exit, this should be a move on Kai. But no, he gets a bad exit. And this is Wookie's chance now. Porky's chance maybe, actually, as he heads down into turn 1. Can he make the move on Limitless?
Nice.
No, he can't.
Oh,
No,
Kirby sends
double
it.
overtake. Surely not. Round the outside on Limitless now. If he gets the exit,
Oh,
he
it's
needs,
coming because
no!
Limitless is off! There's a massive crash in the back!
Limitless smacks into the wall, loses front wing completely, and this will be a no points race for Limitless. And the only way he'll get points if he has a safety car
Oh, it's
at the
going to cause
perfect time.
absolutely chaos in the back. Well, Alex, this is absolutely mental at the back now. Limitless for his championship. The championship is... It's got a massive twist in its
been
tail
blown
now.
wide
This is
open.
this
It's
is
been
absolute
blown
chaos.
wide open. And Porky's going to make a move now on Limitless. He'll be the next one to go through.
Limitless is going to be absolutely peed. He's lucky he's not out of this race. He will need a safety car, something now to save his race. Wow,
It's not
what
gonna
carnage
happen.
we have just seen.
I think Limitless's race is over. He's got bad damage. He'll be overtaken by Demon and Maris and Luciano and Millsy and Kimmy by the time he reaches the line. He'll be dead last.
I don't see who's fully at fault because that was heat at the moment. That was very quick and I didn't see.
I was on board with Hypes and he was still there. And then it was speared off in the other direction to where Hypes was. It was a very weird.
Maybe a racing incident.
But here we go. Dizzy on Kirby. Can this move happen? These two fighting for the win. Kind of on their own at the moment. Kai is 3 seconds behind. So really,
luckily,
a 2-horse race for the win.
Luckily, Limitless can pit onto the softs is the good thing. But he's got a long way to go now.
Goldfinger has pitted. He must have got damage in that kerfuffle. And that has meant that he's dropped down
champion.
Porky's decided to pit as well. Speed Demon sets fast.
This champion.
He's really catching onto the back of this pack now. He was 10 seconds behind when he pitted. That was 2 laps ago. He is now 7 seconds behind as he gets another 3-second time penalty, though. Not as good as it could have been. Dizzy gets a penalty. Kirby gets a penalty. These guys really starting to kind of pass at the seams in terms of penalties now. And Kai is catching the top 2. Geno close to Kai, though. Can he make a move? The answer is no, not into the long left-hander. We'll stay with the leaders, though. 4 tenths is the gap as they head through the flat-out section towards the slightly lifted right-hand corner. Lots of this track actually on camber, which is very nice for these cars. It means you can carry a lot more speed. As you see, the track kind of undulates in your favour, which is very, very nice. Allows you to carry that much more speed, allows you to trust the car that little bit more. And Dizzy, just with Slipstream, catches so much to Kirby in that section alone. And now
Porky had to pit.
Should be able to make the move.
Porky's race is ruined.
Yeah, he had to.
Porky's race is ruined, and this is a big. Dizzy doesn't want to overtake Kirby. Dizzy doesn't want to.
He doesn't want to. He lifts off, and here we go for the exit. He goes deep. He goes a bit deeper. Gets a good exit. Activates the ERS and the DRS. Surely this is the move that will be done easily before the braking zone. But no, Kirby is going to try and hold on. No, he's not. He drops behind, and that is a move that Dizzy can make up into the lead once again.
That was a massive twist in the championship now. All Snipes needs, if he can win and get a 5-step, he takes the lead. The gap is 25 points, but I don't think it could happen. It could happen. I'm not going to say it won't, because it could still happen. But what a race this has been. Chaos, carnage, great racing. Honestly, you can't get any better for the entertainment.
You really can't. Limitless is now last by 3 seconds. Porky second last. He had to pit due to being on old tyres. Nothing to do with damage, nothing to do with
Porky
chaos.
got involved in that as well. He's going to be really
old tyres. That's the only reason. And Dizzy is starting to pull away here at the front. Kirby is
There's a
struggling
massive
to hold
train.
on.
A massive train behind Wookie.
No, not behind Wookie, behind Kai.
Oh yeah, sorry
about
that.
Get on the back of this one. Bowman makes a move on Hypes now. They're side by side as they head into what is a very tricky section here.
Oh!
Very tight section as well. Bowman gets through. Very, very tight there between the two of them. Snipes.
This is some fun-packed action.
Second in the championship. He knows he can take the lead of the championship. Snipes down the inside, and that is the move he is going to make. Yes, it is.
But is Wookie going to try and fight back?
No, he's not.
Wookie does not try and fight back. Alex Geno is all over the back of Cobra. Oh, I was about to say Cobra. All over the back of Kai now. DRS enabled. Is he going to get... Oh, he's not actually activating his DRS, to be honest. That's interesting. He's not actually going for the move, but it's just going to cause carnage behind. Because he's not going for it. It's
not going to cause carnage. All it does is just mean that everyone else can't make a move. Which is fine. I don't think anyone was
Hey, what's going on with Porky and Millsy?
Was close enough.
Porky makes a move.
So yeah, they're fine. Kirby and Dizzy very close now, and we'll have to wait and see where they can get to. Porky's up into P14. Luciano sets fast lap on the medium compound tyre, and Speed Demon now within 5 seconds of this pack. How fast can he catch up? Kirby overtakes Dizzy into the long left-hander. Very nicely done from him. You won't see any other moves into that corner. Luciano might be able to make a move on Goldfinger.
Dizzy all over the back of Kirby.
That's because Kirby just made an overtake on him. So he's actually going to start dropping behind a little bit more now. So Kirby is, well, he's just got past. So yeah, the gap is pretty close. He's gaining with the 16
Here comes
alone.
Dizzy.
You
Oh,
can't make
he's
a move.
just
You can't make a
find the
move into that corner.
He's been patient though.
A fifth gear
Yellow
tight corner. That's not where you want to be
flags.
going side by side.
Luciano's had a spin. It's back on
After
track
setting
now.
fastest lap, he's spun. That's not what you want to be seeing at all. Can Geno get close enough here? Dizzy will definitely be able to get close enough to make a move on Kirby. He goes exit again, but this time, not an insane exit. He'll use his ERS and his DRS.
And Luciano's
They
around
head
again.
now
He's
into
reset
turn
to
one.
track.
Dizzy round the outside. He's going to try and make this one work. And Kirby's going to fight it this time. Down the inside, Kirby goes, trying to fight him off.
What's going on here?
Successfully.
Between
Geno ahead of
Geno,
Kai.
Snipes,
Snipes is
Cobra
going to try and
Kai.
get ahead of Kai as well. That's not quite going to work. And Kai holds on to P4. He makes a mistake. And Snipes is through. He makes another mistake. Oh no! And that's taken the
Massive
public of Wookie
HUD.
off. Wookie's got damage. And that has meant
What
drop
the hell's
down
going
the
on?
order. Oh, that's such a shame for him. Kai gets snap oversteer and just pulls in front of Wookie due to it. That snap oversteer drew him in front. And that's meant that Wookie has got damage. Couldn't do anything to avoid it. So yeah.
Circle karma in the chat.
How?
Karma.
Karma. And this is not helping Speed Demon. Wookie went into AI, and that has meant that Speed Demon got held up slightly by the AI.
BRS now ahead of
and
now.
he's lost a bit of time.
Oh, Wookie's full wings blown off.
Yeah. Then he had damage.
Now, I know a few people will need a safety car, including Limus, Kimmy, Millsy, Luciano. Will all need a safety car. I've lost my breath.
Yeah, they will all need a safety car, but I don't think it's coming. Bowman has somehow dropped down the order massively. Has
What's
he got
going
damage as
on?
well? He kind of started drifting into the wall there. I think he might have some kind of damage. The answer is yes. Yes, he does. He's got right end plate damage. He doesn't have one. I'm going to have to pull into the pits.
Here comes Snipes on Alexiano. Limus got absolutely destroyed. Yes, we saw crazy scenes. Yes, we saw, man. And this is it's not just Limitless. There's been a lot of that fun-packed action.
Everywhere.
A lot of carnage.
Alex
Wookie.
Geno now down in
Name.
P4.
Can't keep saying
Snipes
names because it's
second
happened to lots of people.
in the championship is currently in P3. Provisional P2 due to Kirby's 5-second penalty. If he can get within 3 seconds of Dizzy as it stands, he will be taking the win. Not quite as fast as that, but as it stands, if he gets within that 3-second time, if he gets within that 3-second time window, he will be joint on points with Limitless in the championship. Because of that Limitless collision, this has meant that Snipes has a real chance here today, and now Dizzy is starting to lose pace to Kirby. Won't have the DRS, and that will make Snipes' life much, much easier.
It will, and point out if Alex gets on the podium, it will be his first podium this season. So I have a feeling Alex is going to really go for this podium.
Yeah, but he's got to make sure he doesn't get a penalty in the process. Of course, a penalty will completely ruin him, and that will mean that Snipes can kind of just coast at that stage, and that's not exactly what he wants. They're 2 of the 5 drivers that don't have penalties, the other 3 being Bowman, Limitless, and Millsy. So they're going to be looking for it. Kai down the inside, very late. Very, very late.
Oh,
and
it's
Geno
contact, but
looking for the exit. They do touch, but Geno has got a good exit. They've both got the DRS.
On board
Geno's
Hypes,
gonna
go on
try and go down the
Hypes.
inside here, but he actually, no, Geno has decided, no, I'm going to sit behind this guy. Kai up into P4.
What a race we are seeing for the podium.
Very, very good race at the moment. And also,
This has been
of course,
amazing, this race, for the entertainment, definitely.
I think Dizzy's going to stay behind Kirby, of course, due to the fact that Kirby's got more penalties. He can afford to just sit behind, use the DRS, and just kind of leech off of that, if it were, as it were. And Kai now, with the DRS, heading towards Snipes down the inside of the left-hander. Not quite close enough there. Kai is getting very, very close. He's going to try and force Snipes and Geno into a mistake, I think. He's going to try and get them a penalty. As Bowman gets his first penalty. Only 4 people without penalties in this race then. Dizzy, not very good at this set, it seems. He loses a lot of time every single time. That is due to Wookie. That's due to Wookie. Those flags there. He's dropped down it. No, it's not due to Wookie, sorry. Wookie has dropped into last, though. Yeah, Bowman off the track. I think that's probably why he got his penalty there. Might have got a bit of damage somehow.
Not gonna lie, I think Kirby will try and get that penalty removed, as he did get forced off the track.
Yeah, he should be able to, but Dizzy doesn't know that.
The
Dizzy
flags
will be sitting there,
bowling
and they're
again.
very, very close to each other. Hypes and Jeno touch wheels, they touch wheels again, and Hypes is in the wall. Kai ahead of Snipes, but Hypes, not Snipes, hit the wall, and I think he's got damage.
How far?
Does he
At the
have
moment,
damage?
Limbus is
The answer is yes,
25
he
points
pulls his
ahead
tips
of
at the
Snipes
last
in the
second.
championship at the moment.
Snipes gets ahead now. Snipes will be looking as he'll be fighting as hard as he physically can for this one. Again, still within the time he needs to be, and teetering on the edge now. Provisional first for Snipes currently. That would be equal points with Limitless, and Limitless a long, long way back from Hypes. But of course, Hypes has just come out. He's still in the pit lane, and Limitless will make a move on him. That'll mean that Limitless is no longer too far behind. He could see himself getting a
but
good amount of
Hypes
points here.
is
Well,
all
I say
over the
good
back.
amount. He should see
Hypes
himself getting
is so
about
close to
3
him.
or 4 points. So
Oh,
not too
could
bad.
that be a
Bowman's
second?
out.
He's done it in the pits.
He's done it in the pit lane. He's upset
Oh, shout for
himself.
Porky
He
spun.
does it in the pit lane. Porky, he's not had a good race, and I think we can almost ignore him at this stage. He might retire in the pit lane. Snipes gets a penalty. Now that changes everything. That puts
Alex
Jeno
could
into-
win.
He
Another.
won't win. He won't win. He'll get a podium, I think, Jeno. That would be a podium for him due to the penalties.
But Limitless has got to bear in mind he has got no penalties, and there's yellow flags. I think it's for Porky. I don't think there will be a safety car now.
There won't be. As soon as they cross the line to start the 23rd lap, there will not be. I just know. Yeah, I think that's how it works. So
this is the battle
here we
for
go.
the podium. If
It is
Alex
the battle
can
for the
get to
podium.
Alex won't
Yeno
get
can just
it.
sit here. He can just sit here.
The gap
at the
between
moment,
Yeno and Kirby is currently 4.9. Bearing that in mind, Kirby might get that penalty move, but I think Yeno can still get definitely P2 in this race. Yeno fighting for his first victory, or now maybe probably his first podium.
Yeno's going to be trying his absolute hardest, isn't he? He's going to be pushing. He doesn't seem to have the same pace as Kai and Snipes. He's dropping back at every single second. It's the DRS that's really holding him into this fight. I say that and he gains time, but Jeno looking like the weaker link in this fight, and Snipes will be trying his absolute hardest to get away.
But what?
And Jeno,
What Yeno doesn't
How many warnings has Jeno got? Can you check that?
is none when I last looked, like 2 laps ago.
Okay, so that's good for Jeno.
What Yeno?
No warnings means that, of course,
Still
that's
no warnings.
Porky. He's DNF this time, but it will not be a safety car. And Kirby's got a
It's on the
penalty, so you cannot argue that.
Kirby's
Kai-
got a penalty!
Yeah, Kirby
Oh my
literally
God.
just said that, Jake. Come on, man.
So,
Kai just trying to make a move on Snipes now. He's not quite close enough. And will be absolutely pushing as hard as he can. As Kai makes a slight
Kai
mistake.
made a mistake!
He does make a very slight mistake there. Jeno is going to be absolutely pushing on the back of him, but doesn't have the exit he needs. As Kai now will try and go around the outside of Snipes. Snipes is going to let him do so.
Oh!
Snipes will just
He
be staying
made
there,
contact.
and will now be looking for the move up into the lead of the race once again. Not into the lead of the race, up into 3rd place once again, sorry. And they're getting close to Dizzy now, actually. So Dizzy could come into play here, and this could be a battle for the final spot on
Snipes
the
trying
podium.
around the outside.
Dizzy,
Oh,
Kai
this
goes
is
deep. And Snipes will get a better exit. Kai should get a decent enough exit to hold on here. Snipes will try his absolute best, but he doesn't quite get the exit he needs. And Kai will stay ahead. But now,
Alex
pretty
just
much
sitting
within
behind
DRS
because he
range
knows.
of Dizzy. So Dizzy now in danger of losing a podium spot. If Kai or Snipes get ahead of him, he will lose that podium spot, of course, to Jeno. So he's got to be very, very careful here. Dizzy currently in a place where he can come second in this race. It's the 3rd, sorry, in this race, but not good enough. Let's see the gap to the leader. 5 seconds
Gotta bear it.
currently
Can I
to
bear it
Jeno.
on
That will
line?
mean that Jeno will win the race as it stands. And, well, let's see. Jeno has just got to hold on here.
This is
He's
still
gonna
a
try-
fight for the
he's gonna
podium,
try
though.
very, very hard to make this one work.
This is still a fight for the podium for
Yeah, of course it is.
Kai,
It's a
Dizzy,
fight.
Snipes. Snipes needs the highest position he can get in this race. This is for his championship. We are starting the final lap in not seconds. We're starting the final lap in a minute. This has been a great race. Honestly, I enjoyed to commentate this with the best commentator in the world. And Snipes looks down the inside of Kai. Can he keep it stick? No, he can't.
He can't make it work, unfortunately for him, but down the main straight, it will be Kai, who's in the prime position to take the final spot on the podium. Actually, second place it will be. Down the inside he goes, and it is the pace for Kai. What a race he's had. That would be second place as it stands. Very, very nicely done. But he can't lose another 8 tenths to Kirby. That is the most important three. Now 7 tenths. Snipes close to Dizzy. Can he make that one work? We'll have to wait and see. But Kai's got a 7/10 margin for second place currently. He's got
one more place.
Absolute hardest is Kai.
Snipes needs one more place for the podium. He needs this. This is his championship here. Limitless, obviously Limitless will gain a few positions off penalties. Is he going to go down inside? No.
He's not going to make it work. This will have to be a final corner move from Snipes here.
GPR
There's no more
Dizzy.
overtaking opportunities
Kai
until the
has
final
dropped.
corner.
GPR
It's
Dizzy.
going to come down to the wire. Dizzy close to losing the DRS off of Kai now. So Kai's
He's
gonna
done it.
get
He's
pushing.
done it. He's done it.
He has done it. So now Snipes versus Dizzy. And Snipes in the prime position to take it. He'll be very, very close as they head into what is
Side
a very
by
tight
side,
left-hander.
nearly.
They won't be side by side. There's no point in Snipes doing that. He can now just wait, get a good
Here he
exit
comes
into the
for
final
the
corner.
podium.
He'll be fine. He gets a good slingshot. Dizzy does not have the DRS. Snipes does. He goes round the outside.
Here he comes. Can Alex Yellow get involved? Alex Yellow has no penalties.
Very nicely done from Snipes, but currently
He's gonna
does not
send
take
it on
it.
him. He's
He
gonna
wouldn't
send
take
it, but no.
Snipes round the outside.
Contact.
Very nicely done. Dizzy hits the
Dizzy
wall.
really loses it. Alex
And
Yellow's
Kirby
gonna win
takes
the
it,
race.
but Kai
What a
wins.
race!
It's Jeno who wins. Kai second.
What?
Kirby third. Snipes fourth.
What a
Dizzy
race!
fifth, Amin sixth. Mary seventh. It's
What?
Speed Demon in eighth. Goldfinger just about
Speed
takes
Demon gets
P9.
Goldfinger on the line.
It is Hypes in P10. Limitless
Wow.
P11. P8
Limitless
actually in the end for
gets P9.
Limitless. So 4 points for him. That means that
I-
the extension of the lead in the championship has he's dropped the lead down by 8 points in Snipes today, so that's a big difference for him. Goldfinger does take the final point. Hype's just outside the point. What a race that was!
Alex
very
Yellow,
nicely done.
Yes,
stop making-
Alex.
Mate, can you stop making that voice? It's very irritating. We've had
Sorry.
complaints in the chat, mate. Come on. Come on. What's always that?
Alex Yellow, you're here. Yes, mate. Yes. Come on, mate.
Not quite
you
yet.
can
not
for
quite
now.
yet.
You
Just
can
wait.
now, but
Just
we're
wait.
not
Just
asking
wait.
questions.
Just wait.
Just
wait.
do it now. Just do it
So,
now. Just do it now.
Don't yet,
Just do it.
please.
Just do it. Just do it now. Just do it. Mate, we were shouting throughout that mainly a whole race.
That was a very, very good race. I've just invited Kai and Kirby to the party as well. See if they join. Hopefully they do. And wow, that was a very, very nice race indeed.
I can hear him in the background.
Who is that in the
Oh, no.
background, Jeno? Who is that? If you can allow your audio now. Who is that in the background?
That is Kimmy. That is Kimmy. Come on. Yes, lads.
In 2 weeks, it was Kimmy last week. It's Jeno this week.
Yes,
And you can hear
come
how
on.
much it means to Kimmy. And you know how much it means to Jeno as well. This is amazing for Alfa Romeo. And what great scenes. I think I've got a tear in my eye here. The others don't seem to be joining, so we'll get on with the interview.
Oh, yeah, I don't know what to say.
Jeno,
Alex Yellow.
what a race.
Get
Did
that
you
audio
think it was
included.
possible after that qualifying? Did you think
Not
you could
at
take
all,
this
mate.
win?
Not at all. Honestly, my only goal was to finish. That's the only goal it has been for the last races. I am honestly so happy right now.
Oh, mate, honestly. We was literally just shouting through that whole race, and honestly, it was such a great race. You was literally fighting, it was so chaos.
Yeah, I just thought to stay out of it because I knew others had a penalty in front. So I was like, if I just stick with them, I might be able to pick up a podium maybe at least or something. But yeah, it's just I cannot believe it.
Kirby actually ended up throwing away the win at the end there.
I know,
He
I know.
got another penalty. Without that extra penalty, you would have come P2. So you can
Alex.
thank Kirby's
Oh,
inconsistency on like the second last lap there. But yeah, mate, you smashed it today. So consistent. You kept on pushing on, and it really helped you. And actually, your best lap was 1,000th slower than Kai's best lap. So
Wow,
very similar
wow.
on
Wow.
pace with him.
Did you
and
include your
Snipes as
audio,
well.
Alex?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, you did.
But Alex, let's actually go for the questions. Alex, talk me through your race and what is your thoughts? Talk me through your race first.
Oh my days. my goal was just to keep within DRS and, you know, and just see where I was, because I put a setup on that was very slow down the straights, and because I prefer a downforce setup.
I thought there was something with your straight line
that's
speed.
why
I was wondering why you couldn't
I
make
didn't
as
let
many
anyone
moves as
go.
other people. I was thinking in my head, other people are getting through much easier. But yeah.
Carry on, Alex.
Yeah. So my main goal was just to obviously let some go if they had a quicker down the straights, and that's what I did, and just stuck with them, and hopefully to push forward. And then I had a battle with Dizzy for a bit, which was good fun. And then it was just keeping. And I realised that I wasn't on any warnings. I was like, maybe there could be a good position in the back here, and couldn't be any more happier.
Mate, you absolutely smashed it today. You should be very, very proud of yourself. And yeah, Alfa Romeo really smashing it the last 2 weeks. Kimi, of course, today coming P13. Not the best of races from him, but for you, your side of the garage, absolutely amazing race. So well done.
I got a feel for my brother, because he wasn't able to put a setup on, and that's, I think, why he did finish
Alex,
where he did.
Was he not able to put one on?
No, he wasn't. He wasn't, unfortunately.
Oh, right.
But yeah.
Oh, can we mention Speed Demon got his first points?
Speed Demon did get his first points.
Shout
He
out
got
to
2
Speed
points
Demon,
today. That means, he's no longer the only driver to have not scored points, and was very, very close on the line to his teammate as well. That gap in the end was under a tenth.
Alex, yeah,
Wow.
honestly, going into Spain next week now. How do you feel going to Spain next week?
Mate,
How do you feel?
I don't even know how I feel right now, lad. I'm just gonna send it and hope for the best. That's all.
Mate. Honestly, what a race. I was sad that we didn't get the other turn, but mate, honestly, it's lovely to have both Yenos in 2 weeks in a row. We was literally just shouting and shouting. I think you picked it at the right time as well, didn't you?
Yeah, because I thought I'm gonna follow what the top guys do, and then cause, you know, they must know what they're doing. So and I just followed what they did and just stuck with them. So yeah, that really benefited me.
Practice makes perfect.
Exactly. Those hours of Grand Prix mode. Oh,
Mate,
It does.
very, very well done
Honestly,
today.
well done.
Absolutely smashed
Awesome
it.
stuff.
Well done to all the podium finishers.
Yes.
Everyone scored points today. Quite a hard track to get right, Jake. Those weird noises. What is that? Yeah, very well done to everyone who finished today. It's a hard track to get right. Even the best of the best made a mistake today. Limitless fell victim to the track, ended up only scoring 4 points. That championship lead has been reduced by 8 points here today. Snipes putting in a good shift, coming P4. So yeah, very, very well done, Jeno. Thank you guys for watching. We had great viewer numbers today. Thank you so much, guys, and goodbye.